Hello, everybody. It is day 35 of 365 days of my raw journey of suspending disbelief. It is May 27th, 2024, and today was awesome, very reminiscent of my for those of you who were around back then, my powerhouse days, my like queen of productivity, all of that, like it was just like I was on fire. Everything got done. Um, and so much progress was made. And I love those days. I am starting to feel like the worn down sort of feeling of, it's been several days like this in a row now, and I'm like, I feel the crash. I feel it coming. So, I mean, just going to give myself extra space for rest over the next couple of days and allow that if it comes up so that I can recuperate a little bit. Um, Beyond that, okay, so I had, I'm trying to think here what is so it was, okay, I have a local entrepreneur group that I meet up with monthly. And we had our meeting tonight. It's an in-person group, and I really, really am loving it. I love having people that I know in like the physical world, right? Versus just the people online. Uh, People who are doing the things I'm doing, who are in the spaces I'm in, and who kind of cross over the 3D world and the online world. So, um, I'm not sure if I'm communicating that properly. It's late tonight because we had our meeting tonight. But basically, a lot of the people that I interact with on a day-to-day basis are online. And I don't have a problem with that. I do like to work solo and kind of be in my own energy when I'm working and have zero distractions and all of that. So I have a lot of that, which comes into my business, which I love. But because I work for myself, because I have my own business, and because I stay home with my kids and all of that, I don't always get out of the house very often. So it's really nice to see real people who are actually doing this. It also kind of feels like online. Um, it's so strange to even say this. I've never actually thought these words, so this is very interesting. But um, it almost is surreal. Like it's almost a little bit of like these people aren't real life. Um, which I can't even say. Like that's not even true. Some of the people online are the people I'm the closest to in the world at this point. Like I've gotten to know people really, really well. And that's a strange thing. But it almost feels like the people online are the people that I do this stuff with, and the people in my data, like in my physical world, my friends and family, they are very different. They are like different circles. They don't necessarily focus on or think about the same things. They're not in the same circles, whatever. So, this group of people that I get to connect with once a month is like the crossover between those two worlds. It's people who I interacted with online before I ever met them in person. Um, and then some others who, when I joined this circle, I met them in person, and then now I interact with them online, right? So, um, yeah, just the crossover is really, really interesting, and I find it really powerful. So, first of all, to be physically in the energy of people who are doing the work, who are putting in the effort, who are making the moves, right? Who are trying and putting the effort in to grow businesses, to create change in the world, etc. And yeah, so just being in their physical energy and not just in the online energy, I guess, is just in and of itself fantastic. I love being around these people. Um, I leave these meetings with like very high vibe, feeling like just they're great. Um, but it also kind of anchors in what I do into my reality in a very interesting way. So this is the first time I've ever reflected on this. So sorry if I kind of mumble through it. But um I think what's really coming up for me is I had the few people in my physical reality who even knew what I was doing, let alone, um, understanding it or being on board with it or any of that stuff. The few people that knew, most of them didn't really support it. So I would say probably in my immediate circles, not extended family or whatever those, these kinds of things, but in my immediate circles, my mom was very supportive and actually like making the effort to understand what I was doing. And then one of my best friends. Um, and beyond that, everyone else would maybe be curious once or twice and then drop it, not fully understand, or just, be in a very different kind of part of their life or whatever. And then certain people were like directly against it. So my ex-husband, for example, was very unsupportive of it, very demeaning towards it. Like it didn't matter what dollar amount I brought in my business. It was like, I got the comments like maybe someday mom will get a real job, talking to my daughter, things like that, because I didn't work for the man. I was not doing what I needed to be doing, kind of thing. Right. So, um, impact is not on his radar or on, it wasn't even just him. So there were multiple people who were like that. As I'm sure any of you who are entrepreneurs who are trying to create something that's different, we all get that, right? Because obviously in creating something that's different, it's something that people haven't experienced and people don't love change. So they tend to resist it, as a generalized thing. Obviously, this is different for each individual. But this was just, yeah. So I guess just with how few people really even made an effort to understand what I was fully into. Um, this has been a nice change in that I have this group of people who really get it, who are, some of them are very highly spiritual, some of them are more in the strategic realms. There's a lot of crossover. There's, all of that. But these are real life, tangible people, right? Not just online that I can see, touch, feel, get to know, be in their energy, and know that I'm not alone on this path, right? So I find that very, very powerful. Um, and yeah, so I'm really grateful to be a part of that. I'm really grateful to tonight was my turn to be in the hot seat. So every time that we meet, we have a hot seat session. We have somebody who is the focus of the evening, and everybody is brainstorming and supporting that person through whatever the case may be. If they've got a challenge that they're working through, if they've got like something that is confusing for them in their business, or where they kind of feel like they're stuck, or where maybe they just need to have some people to bounce ideas off of, right? So it can be kind of anything. And for me tonight, I wanted to, it was my turn, and I wanted to have everybody kind of help me to brainstorm how to I have endless content, endless things that I have created over the years, that are just sitting there, that are that could be being sold, that could be making me money, and are not, right? And so I was like, I want to get all of these things moving. I want to fill my funnels. I want to, all of that. So um, I have some ideas of how to do that. I know some of them. I'm working on some of them, and I just wanted to expand on that and see if there was anything that I was kind of leaving on the table or missing. And just the feedback from being in a mastermind type group um, is so powerful. So, um, if you've never done it, it is it's almost beyond words. Like you have a room full of brilliant people all putting their minds to one thing, one task, one problem, one whatever. And the magic that comes out of that, whether it's online, I've done it online before too, and that's been fantastic as well, or in person, is just next level. It is so, so powerful. And I walked away from tonight's meeting with like 20 different options of what I could do, but a specific plan of which ones I'm going to put in place at least first. Um, and it's just so powerful. So, really feeling into this, um, like I'm so supported. I'm so, um, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. There's just so much around me, so much underneath me, so much just holding me up, right? I have so much support in my life. Um, from physical to online, from universal to like all the things, right? It's just sometimes I really um just have to sit with it because it's so powerful. It's so much that I'm like, holy crap. And I just have to kind of sit and become fully aware of the depth and breadth and width and all the things of it that it's just like, wow, how is this even my life? I have been at points in my life where I felt completely alone, where I felt completely unsupported. And no matter what, isn't perfect in my 3D world right now, right here, um, it just doesn't feel not perfect. It feels perfect, even the parts that aren't perfect, because I'm so supported, because I'm so not alone in it, because I have people to turn to, because I always have um someone that I can reach out to, right? Somebody that I can ask questions of, somebody that I can bounce ideas off of, somebody that I can tell about what's going on and have them fully understand me. Not just sympathize or even empathize, but actually fully grasp all the pieces of what I'm talking about. Um, from motherhood to entrepreneurship to spiritual growth to personal development, like all of the pieces, and have as many options as I do to reach out to is mind blowing. Um, it's very, very powerful. And I just feel so held. I feel so supported and I feel so grateful. Um, I'm so grateful. And I just want to say, like, not only is my success inevitable, but my success is here. Like, this is success to me. It's not so much about dollars and specific goals and all of that. It's the feeling. And again, with I choose to feel what I want to create, I, and I trust myself to create the experiences I want to have, to live, to enjoy. I I'm really feeling it in this moment. Like my success is already here. I am successful. I'm so blessed. I am so overwhelmingly overflowing with support and abundance and gratitude and all of those things. And of course, that was like our topic tonight that we were talking about in our circle. So I'm even more focused on it. But the combination of focusing on that and then actually being in the room with these powerful people, with these people who really understand, um, and who are trying to do the same things. And um, yeah, my success isn't just inevitable. My success is here. That is just really what I'm feeling right now. And I'm really blown away by it. Um, of course I'm where I'm supposed to be if I feel like this. That's really what I'm feeling right now. So I don't think that there's more to say than that. I'm here. My success is here. Everything is wonderful. And I'm so looking forward to even more wonderfulness, even more success, even more amazing everything. And I'm so grateful for everything that's here already. So, um, yeah, that's a different a different way of doing this episode, I guess, but that is what came out. So that's what was meant to be. And thank you for tuning in. I don't even know what to say anymore. This has been such an incredible journey, and I'm only at day 35. Tomorrow will mark the 10% mark of this journey towards suspending disbelief, towards the inevitable success, and I'm already feeling that I'm there. So that's quite incredible. That is magical. That's really, really powerful. Um, to already be feeling like I'm all the way there and I just get to enjoy it for the other 90% of the ride. Wow. I'm blowing my own mind. I hope that your mind is as blown as mine is right now and that I don't just sound crazy. But whatever, I guess if I sound crazy, it's the crazy people who change the world, right? It's the delusional ones who believe in it. And I am, and I will, and I do. So be it. I love you all. Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.